If you're unmotivated, the first thing I want you to ask yourself is, when did this unmotivation begin? When did you start feeling that you're not progressing or that you can't physically or mentally get yourself to accomplish whatever it is? The second thing you need to really think about will be your reason why. What is your purpose? Why are you here? Is whatever that you're unmotivated about hindering your progress? Does it feel like a block? Do you feel like you're scared? Are you scared of failure? And why? You should pick yourself up and you should be your own and biggest supporter, because you can rely on so many things. You can rely on videos, you can rely on your partner, on your mom, on your dad, your sister, your boyfriend, for them to motivate you. But at the end of the day, motivation, it lasts maybe a couple of hours, a couple of days, a couple of weeks, and then what happens? We fall off the wagon, we go back to our toxic habits. So how do we make a plan so that we don't fall off the wagon? So that we stay consistent, so that we discipline ourselves? How do we do that, and why should we do that? First, open up your calendar. I want you to open up your calendar and specifically set up a date that you want your goal to be achieved by. So let's say, for example, I wanted to lose 5 pounds and I wanted to lose 5 pounds within 3 weeks. On my phone, go to the calendar app and type in a reminder. Type in that I want to achieve blah 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 goal by this time, by this date. Be very specific. If you're not specific, you're not gonna take it seriously. You're just gonna be like whatever, and life is gonna go by, and before you know it, it's 3 months and you haven't changed a bit. Meanwhile, there's some people out there who are doing laps and laps around you just because they decided that they were gonna go for it. And believe me, top athletes, they lose their motivation all the time. Singers lose their motivation to write a song. They drop a one-time hit and all of a sudden they lack the motivation of the creativity to sit down and be like, oh my God, like I wanna do this. But at the end of the day, everything leads back to your purpose. Who are you? Ask yourself, what obstacles did you have to overcome so that you became the person you are today? Because personality, that is long-term. That is built up over a period of time. It does not happen overnight. Who you are is unique. So that being said, whatever advice I give to you, maybe it will work for you, maybe it won't. But my point is, you are unique as a human being, so only you will know the real answer as to what will motivate you to get up out of bed, what will motivate you to eat healthier, what will motivate you to go out for a walk or work out. In order for you to first overcome the obstacle, you must first question, what is in my way? You're unmotivated, call a friend. Because I'm not telling you that you should explain everything that's going on with you. If you're stubborn, then most likely you're not gonna wanna open up and you're just gonna wanna hold out all that stuff in. But at least call a friend, because what's gonna happen is it's gonna get your mind off things. You're gonna talk about stuff, most likely things that make you happy, that are unique to you, because this is your friend. Why wouldn't you wanna be friends with someone who you don't like? And it's just gonna get your mind off things. And once you get into that mental space where you have clarity, then the next step, get a journal, write down how you feel exactly in the moment. How do you feel? What are you thinking? What are your thoughts? What happened to you yesterday? What happened to you last week? What's gonna happen tomorrow? Things like that. Like, you gotta think in the past and then fast forward. if I continue with this habit, what will happen to me? And I don't want you to overthink it to the point where it's like, oh my God, the world's gonna end. But like, enough thinking that you are realistic with yourself. Be realistic. Because no one out there, none of your friends are going to be like, hey, you're doing terrible right now. I've seen you go downhill ever since the last few, like 5-6 days. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to love yourself enough to be real and criticize yourself sometimes. And not all the time, but every once in a while, be real. You know, because otherwise you're just gonna continue doing those bad habits. You're gonna continue feeling unmotivated, unhappy, and that will carry out throughout your life. And people have different ways to leave that energy. Either you choke it up or you leave it out on something else or someone else, and no one wants that. So if you're unmotivated, like I said, write it down. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Bye, loves.